Good morning, people. We're live in Austin. And I really don't want to be, but I got some stuff to take care of this morning. And then I am done in a few hours, and I'm going to be going home to hang out with my family. So we've got issues with fix my microphone. We got issues with not having the police radio is really screwing me up. I provide video to Citizen as well, and not being able to give them video. I'm having trouble. I'm struggling finding incidents to film for them and film for you guys. It's really turning into a huge problem, and I'm not sure how to navigate that problem. If anybody has any ideas, I'm definitely very happy to hear them. I tried the IPN network, which is like an incident. It's a network for newsrooms to be notified on incidents that's happening, and not having any luck with those guys either. So I'm having a little bit of luck with them, but not much. So trying to navigate that today and try to figure that out. Other than begging for tips, like, come on, send me tips. You see a cop, you see incidents, send them to me. Here's my phone number. Other than just basically begging people to tell me what's happening on the street, I don't know how to navigate it. I don't know if I should put a bounty out, like, hey, you send me a tip, I'll, pay you for it. I don't know what to do. That would get expensive real quick, and that's actually money that Dash doesn't have to spend, but I really don't know what else to do. I wish I did. That is a question I've been struggling with now for a couple of weeks. Trying to figure out how to navigate not having access to the police radios. So, at the moment, we still have access to the the fire radios, but that... And of course, we have access to Travis County law enforcement, Pflugerville, Lakeway, UTPD, DPS.
206 is code 4. 33 34 visitation 911 plus 38.
So I don't know. Anybody has any ideas, I would be happy to hear them.
On the interior of building 2000 main entrance, there's a group of students with an injured bird.
Can we get another?
They've already contacted Round Rock PD, and they're putting in a call for animal control. 10-4, today advised at ETA.
Oh, man.
Negative.
1320, I'll be checking that. Because one is for that for free.
Yep.
To post medic 12, 32 respiratory 1105
Hey, Sean, how's it going, man?
3512, 304.
How is it going? You know what's funny? I have so many people ask me about this dish. Everybody, they're like, is that solar panel? Like, man, does that look like a solar panel? Since when is a solar panel white? A lot of people ask me about this dish on top of the car.
Over here. They're good.
It almost looks like a. It almost looks like a, what do you call it? A spoiler,
I don't believe we're tracking. We're
like a small spoiler. That's kind of what it looks like. If you didn't know what it was, that is, if you didn't see the wire coming off of it. Harvest space. Yeah, it does harvest space energy. It just blows my mind how it works. I mean, I was looking at the map of all of the Starlink satellites that's in orbit, and there's just an absolute shit ton of them, and it just blows my mind that this thing connects from from satellite to satellite as I'm moving around without a hiccup. Literally without a hiccup.
1343.
I mean, that is until I drive under a bridge.
I was just advised by the campus manager that the road's the way. We can show on this trip. Simple.
I am guzzling water today. This weekend. This weekend's been crazy. I'm going to be talking to Christian Rangel, his mother. I'm going to be talking to her today. Christian was found dead April 19th off Spring Meadow Drive in Southeast Austin. It was a murder, 17th murder here in Austin. I believe it's the 17th murder. He was last seen at a Walmart on 290. And he was here. Here's what's funny. Well, not funny, but an oddity of his death is. Let me turn this down. An oddity of his death is he was last seen getting into a white Cadillac Escalade. He was getting into the passenger seat, and then according to the family, he was trying to get out of the Escalade, but whoever was driving it took off with him. Where he was found, 5810 Spring Meadow Drive. That's the address that was logged in the call. If you look back through the street view pictures of that area, there is a white Escalade parked at 5810 Spring Meadow. Same exact car as what he was last seen in. The only thing is, that street view picture was taken in 2022. So it may have absolutely nothing to do with the case. But, like I was saying yesterday, you spend enough time on the streets out here, you'll start to realize that coincidences are a lot more rare than what you think. Yes, coincidences happen, but it's my opinion that they are much more rare than what you think. Usually the simplest solution is probably the answer. So I don't know, that information was sent to the police. The family, from what I hear, and I have not talked to his mother yet, but I will talk to her today. They are not very pleased with the police department right now and the level of communication, which is absolutely none. There's no communication between the homicide detectives and the family of Christian Rangel. They complained to the homicide detectives that they were upset that they really could not get a hold of anybody when they needed to. They could not get any updates from anybody when they wanted updates. And apparently the police told them that, they are short-staffed, short-funded, and it's just hard right now. Which, I believe it. That is probably 100% the truth. I think there's some, I can't remember the exact number of homicide detectives that are on right now, but even those guys are having to work the street in a uniform as well. In a big city like Austin, 10th biggest city in the United States, and we are over 500 officers short, and having to fight for as many cadet classes as we can get, and the council still hamstrings that. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I don't know. It gets hard bitching about this shit all the time. It'll puts a mental toll on you. Last Friday night, I was over at the InfoWars studio filming an episode of Toxic Culture, and talking to Rob that night, talking about all the messed up stuff happening, not just here in Austin, but around the country. I mean, we're in a really bad time right now, and I mean, I know everything's going to be okay. I am certain of that. If you look back through history at all the jacked up stuff that's happened in this country, and we've always been okay. But it's just bad right now. But that's alright. What do they say? Bad times make strong men? And I believe that. Come on, boys. Whoa. Man, it's like bumper cars out here this morning. There is a pretty bad car accident.
Javier A. Gonzalez of Austin Insurance, confirmed with 1029.
1712 Woodward Street. That is right on the other side of 35, and that's going to take us 27 whole minutes to get there.
EK6, go ahead. 0745441.
I can't tell if the damn camera's straight or not. My program scene is small. Sometimes I have trouble telling if the camera is straight. We got to get on the highway. Gots to get on the highway. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. Can always count on you. If you want to, Sean, if you want to do something with me this week, if you want to come out with me or whatever, hit me up. Let me know. Come on, reconnect. Reconnect. You got it. Reconnect. There you go. Reconnected. Love this Starlink. Even when it disconnects, it reconnects pretty quickly. So yeah, if you want to do something this week, hit me up, man.
Interior and exterior doors are secured.
Come out and hit the streets together. I've got to get a hold of these boys at the Cesario, I think that's how you say it, Institute. I'm supposed to be taking some of their government policy people out this week. Well, I was supposed to take them out last week, but the protests happened. protesters, they screwed up my whole schedule. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm done with the protest. I will not be covering it anymore. I'm not giving any more time to communists. I think I made them mad with my signature on their banner yesterday. I know I'm supposed to be apolitical, but communism is never a good thing. I always preach about what we're doing here is apolitical, but I have my own beliefs as well, and sometimes that creeps into what we're doing. So I will not be covering any more protests or any more pro-Palestinian anything. That's right, Zero. Fuck them. Pardon my language, but fuck them. I think they're chasing someone.
62 miles an hour.
Yep, they are chasing someone.
Eastbound 290, private road 2905, 62 miles an hour.
Republic of Texas Congress on the 11th. Be careful with that stuff, man. Be careful with that. You don't want to get caught up in any kind of insurrection bullshit. And I can tell you, they would love to do that.
Any pursuit?
I'd like to find out where they're chasing this car at. It's eastbound 290.
On the 99 head, can you generate a new call for a recovered vehicle? Put me on the recovered vehicle and put the burglary back in pending. I still haven't mailed it back in plenty yet.
10-4. 7-1.
Medic unit responding to 1712 Woodward. It looks like it's in the complex.
10-4.
How did they have that bad of a car accident inside an apartment complex? It's a priority 2 car accident, which means a car accident with injuries. How do you get that bad of a car accident in a parking lot?
Medic 2 from engine 22. This looks to be in the apartment complex.
Proceed, we'll turn back around, thanks.
It is in the apartment complex. And I know that apartment complex. It ain't very big. You couldn't get a whole lot of speed in there.
490, check your status. Before.
Yeah, I get it, Sean, but also, man, I mean, here's the way I look at it. When a political party that wants control needs a narrative, they don't mind making you that narrative. Ask the January 6ers.
Now, Valley 826, go ahead.
That's what I'm getting at. And I was down at the convoy as well. And the guy that I was with has family that works in Border Patrol and Customs and ICE. And we were getting information from them about how there was outside infiltrators. They were basically, they were telling us don't get anywhere near any of the detention centers or migrant centers, whatever you want to call them. There was a migrant center that it was codenamed Firefly that was evacuated because of some intelligence. And anyway, long story short, that could have turned bad real quick. But nothing happened, so it is what it is. But I just, I get you. I hear you. Covering it is covering it. But like I said, even on January the 6th, man, look at Owen Schroyer. He was there covering it, and he went to prison for it. They don't care, man. You and I are expendable. You know what I mean? It's just like what YouTube is doing with me. They say basically fall in line with what we want you to be doing, and we'll pay you. Keep doing what you're doing, and we're not going to pay you. You want a paycheck? Fall in line, buddy. If you want a paycheck, fall in line. So, fuck them. I will not fall in line for YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or any of these places. They can kiss my ass. I'd rather go broke than fall in line. Man, there was a bad wreck right over there, too. Yeah, there sure is. Yeah, I would rather go broke and lose Dash than bow down to these people and make the videos that they want me to make. The videos that I don't know. I don't want to be a martyr. Their continued overreach is just showing hand. Yeah, it is. It's like being put between a rock and a hard place, man. It really is. And it's like all the people I have bitching at me right now because I went and filmed at InfoWars. Everybody's asking me, telling me to say hi to my daddy, Alex Jones, and shit. And it's like, come on, man. You people need a better hobby. You people need a better hobby. And like, I posted a message that I got off of my Facebook page last night where it was not an outright threat, but it was, you're going to get what's coming to you kind of threat. And, I mean, that's still a threat. And I don't really care. I really don't care. People think that making those kind of threats are going to stop. It's going to stop what we're trying to do. It's going to stop the coverage, and that's just not happening. That is not going to happen. Hang on, I'll read that comment. Let me get off the highway. My wife has bought into the Sandy Hook psyop, and it causes issues with us. It's hard being awake and living with someone who's had their head buried in the sand. I get it. Yep, I get it. But, I guess I'm lucky that my wife is, my wife and her family are immigrants, and so they've seen that side of the equation. And I'm gonna tell you, now this is just anecdotal, but it's still what it is. Her whole family, even though most of them are migrants and half of them came here illegally, are still voting for Republicans. I mean, it is what it is. And we're Catholic, and most of our Catholic friends are the same way. Most of our Hispanic and Central American friends are the same way. So, it is what it is, I guess. Is what it is, I guess.
Appears to be 9-month-old infant that's been vomiting. Sick. Pretty today. Well, that's not that big of 30 kind. Okay, moving central.
Let's see. see. Some pro-Palestinian protesters on college campuses are allegedly getting paid $7,800 for 8 hours of protesting. George Soros is funding a huge part of it. This is anti-American movement. It's purposeful, well organized, and well funded. That was from Libs of TikTok.
Did y'all access the middle of the two buildings or the east or west side?
Definitely Soros funded. Anyway, let's say it's part of the division they want to create. It's a Cold War or dividing up into tiny factions, even within homes. Anyway, venting and get to work. I hear you. It's good to vent, though. You just got to be careful where you're venting at, because YouTube would be happy to throw the guillotine down on you. I'm on my last strike on YouTube, and that really sucks, because last year I put a lot of work into that channel, and then I started putting a lot of work into it a month ago, and we're just now starting to grow. I think in the last few weeks I've added like 600 subscribers on YouTube, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We're finally starting to grow. But I get one more chance. One more strike and I'm out. So I do not have much hope that I will be... I don't have much hope that I will be on YouTube by election time. It is what it is. Engine 14. Did they say engine 14 or 17? We're in engine 17's territory right now.
315's code 4.
Oh, I tell you what, man. I need a vacation. Can I take a vacation? Is that possible?
110, go ahead and stand by. We're going to have to drill them off.
I want to go somewhere that's got sand and sun.
Station reopened to routine traffic. Pursuit terminated.
Pursuit terminated.
I'm code 4. It appears it's just going to be a 6 engine. I don't need emergency response from EMS. Just code 1.
10 for alarm now.
For the
10 for. Go ahead.
security check. Bravo, Charlie, David, and Edward always on exit doors are secured.
10 for. 7.
Are you doing a rolling 28 or are you on traffic stop?
28.
Rolling 28.
Hey, 28 dispatch.
Like we deer call 502 you.
Folks, give me a sec. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. Sorry. Sorry.
They have EDLC, and there's no slow fire. We'll head to the panel. Sounds good. Thanks, everyone.
Middle is Lincoln Union, Ida Sam, 93 of 72. So,
Equals 28 when ready. Breezy, stand by.
Stand by for those 28.
15 Pretty traffic entry 201 East Anderson.
201 East Anderson. That's where we're going. I gotta figure out where that's at.
Indicator if it's on the card.
201 East Anderson.
Tonight.
Have your return if you need it. The information is on the card as well. Rescue 14, both busy.
10-4, got it. 417 code 4.
Yeah.
That is. We are right there.
Unit 110 checking status.
We're heading to a car accident with injuries. 201 East Anderson.
Control, we're going to be delayed for change.
I'll be on a security check in Mass and Excel.
201 East Anderson.
Landers 3's on scene.
Copy that, 30.
1341.
1341.
30.
We'll be on Robert Charles Sam 5193. Please.
30's direct.
We may lose connection here.
Maintenance opening door.
Disregard accident.
Medic 18, engine 14.
4. Sir, go ahead.
Expired.
Let's see, we gotta turn. We gotta turn.
All exit doors secured. Also courtyard, all secured.
And another unit talking.
201
Sorry about that.
East
822. I'll be 1023.
Anderson. That's right there.
Command 1 from engine 14.
Command 1.
817, go ahead.
We got a patient refuse 30 if you can.
You can show all doors, decker middle secure.
See, thank you guys.
10-4.
Medic 36 from engine 48, you can cancel.
Kentucky Fried Tofu. Did we switch to Prism and set up Restream for joining chats together? No, right now, I mean, when I'm in mobile in my car, I use OBS. We're going right where this fire truck's going here, by the way. I'm using OBS right now. I did download on my phone. I did download Prism. I already use Restream. I'm using Restream right now, actually. Which is how, like, you just left a comment in YouTube, so that should show in X and Twitch and everywhere else. So this accident should be right up here on the corner, right by the Red Lobster.
Building 2000, the loading dock entrance.
10-4 now.
10-4.
We did complete pre-trench.
Receive pre-tension, please.
Alright, we're back. Sorry, Starlink disconnected for a second.
36955601 4 Admiral moving south through change up. Receive 56 on south.
823 dispatch. Yeah. 23 that being arrived for follow-up on cab number. When you're ready.
You guys can clear.
24004822. 24008. Correction, 4822. Medics is clear the hospital. Going back to station for crew change.
3000 freeway. Do you not control your walker route? Some consular warrant 118 Dogwood.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Tofu. I don't know if you're still connected here because I just had some issues with Starlink, but yeah, same name on Twitch, X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So look, all socials you can either find me with documenting Austin or documenting ATX. But most channels, most platforms, is documenting Austin. I haven't really picked. There's just not a whole lot of traction on Twitch. I'll tell you that much. Just not a whole lot of traction on Twitch. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, maybe one day. I do like your screen name, Kentucky Fried Tofu. That's unique. That is unique, brother.
Negative. Do you want me to give them a call, see if they're in the office?
No. They can just wait until 11:15.
I'm pretty close, but just FYI, that belongs to Carter. I'll be in there.
Yeah, sir. 1217. 1217.
Drove the gas station, what I do is on the fibrillation.
AC involvement, just in 2012 Berkeley, a vehicle, she's the victim. Nothing else showing for that address?
Yeah, you know, on Twitch has an odd platform. You know, it's like a gamer platform. So somebody had mentioned to me, like, look, you know what, your content could do well there. On occasion, every once in a while, I'll have some folks pop in here in the chat from Twitch. It happens rarely, but it does happen. I don't even keep up with the stats over there because, I mean, there's just hardly any stats, you know what I mean? Like, YouTube, I'm starting to pick up steam on YouTube, or growing, but my main platform is X. That's where I get my most. So, back on, yeah, see, OBS is disconnecting and connecting. Back in December, I believe it was, Facebook declared Dash, Documenting Austin, a dangerous organization. So I went from thousands of follows, thousands of views on Facebook to nothing. Like, I can barely get 2 views over there. Same thing on Instagram, same thing on YouTube. TikTok just did the same thing. And so X is the only place that doesn't limit my reach at all, and I'm growing fast. And that really pisses me off, man, because I have people that help me. We put in a lot of work to make this grow. And we're growing. We're growing on on X. We're growing on YouTube now. But these other platforms, we could be growing there as well. But they are putting their fingers on the scales. And they know they're putting their fingers on the scales. It's very obvious they're putting their fingers on the scales. At least they're not trying to hide it anymore. They'll tell you. But I don't know what Twitch, I figure, is such a crazy place that they'll probably ban me over there as well. I just think it's bullshit that a lot of these platforms, you know, they put their thumb on the scale and keep you from growing organically.
So, traffic. Got it. 764. So, 2, I'm in front of 310 Champion Drive, Texas plate, Paul Victor David, 5172, Black 4-door Hyundai Sonata.
So everybody tells me that X is where it's at.
764, good.
And I've been focusing on X this whole time. Like I said, I'm starting to focus a little bit more on YouTube now, but X is where I've focused all of my attention. These fucking things look like guard towers. They do look like guard towers. All right. All that asbestos.
One in route. Visits Congressman comes Central. PNC, you're clicking.
Come on, buddy. What are you creeping for? 40 miles an hour on the freeway?
Valley 804 dispatch.
Go ahead.
Should have known, should have known, should have known. Oldie, oldie, oldie. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Let's go for Are we 10-8, man, back that way?
10-4.
Around the GG.
10-4.
What are we doing here? We're going to... Let's see.
One 19-4.
What did I just click on?
Good. 14882465. Thursday. clear my call with the 5. Put me on check welfare, same address, information when you're ready.
Go ahead.
We en route to lot 526 with staff who's doing a well check.
10.
Alright, we're gonna go over.
Command 5 en route, 1301 Barbara Jordan, moving central.
The temperature leader subject lines to read this shows eligible and correct. Thank you.
Fuck. Why is it still at Z? Okay, now it's picking back up.
Four two four, you clear on that head?
Yeah, 10-4-0.
Temple.
Bet you money.
1-0, request complete. Tonight.
Bet you money. Get there in no time. Yeah, they're already. Picking up the day laborers. Good stuff.